Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and it's time to play Seablock. In the last episode we spent lots of time upgrading power plants, like expanding them from 100 megawatts to 150 megawatts, and we were upgrading this power grid to use big electric poles too. In the process, we discovered that didn't have brass production. I mean, we knew that we don't have brass production, we disabled it, didn't have deliveries of zinc here, but I didn't know that brass is needed for non-military things. I thought that it's exclusive to military buildings and like military tech. Turns out, nope. It's actually used for like to produce power poles, for example. Yeah, you see? Both of them require brass. And that's basically everything that we did in the previous episode. Oh, and I also connected this belt. Well, not connected. I switched these assemblers to produce some landfill because we were super short on landfill. We didn't have any landfill. So the base stopped, and this assemblers producing landfill also stopped, like this one. When we don't have anyone consuming something like Robite in this case, we are not getting landfill. It's kind of funny, to be honest. So if your base is like doesn't have anything to do, you don't really need landfill to expand it. You know? Makes sense. Makes some sense. And we also had to reconnect. I'm checking now that there are no blinking power lights in these blocks. We also had to reconnect them here because whenever you are upgrading or like changing power poles or doing anything power overload, it removes connection to all entities except the same type of power pole. So it was like disconnecting transformers and our blocks were like losing the power. However, now we don't have these issues anymore. And we can fully focus on making some lead. I also, I think, forgot to mark the previous task as completed. That is okay. That's okay. Now, we do not have... No, we do. We have 6,000, right? 6,000 is basically 6 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I guess it's 6. So we have like exactly enough landfill for like half of this block. And not more than that. Oh. Okay, we'll landfill whatever we can. Meanwhile, I can actually start. I think I want to mark this block as a proper one. And this one requires a little bit of landfill around this area. Let's landfill this one, but I kind of want these parts to be like, you know, done properly. Nice. We might even have enough landfill for all of this. We do. That's great. Another thing that we need, that I remember to you now, we actually need this connection. Like, we need the rails to go, like, to fully go around this block. Because if you don't do that, you will not be able to... So we have land and drive, right? So when the trains deliver stuff here, they will not be able to return because there is no turn in our intersections. Nice, let's see. The question is, It's not even a question. Alright, it's medium electric pole 2. Right, so we actually will be using it with electric pole 2. We basically want all the new blocks to use this power pulse. Simple as that. Let's think. How should we produce lead? And how much lead do we actually need? The lead is used here. And we don't really need a lot of it. So we need lead, we need solder. Solder is used for this one side. Yeah, we need solder. We actually need one solder, which is probably like half of lead. Let's take a look. Yeah. So we need some amount of lead, and we need some solder. Let's try to build a really large block with that. Oh, one more thing that I want to check. Lead ingots. They're used for solder, for lead, and for brass. But for brass, we have this process. So we only need lead ingots for molten solder, for molten lead, and molten lead. Let's go back. Molten solder is used only to produce solder. Nice. Molten lead, on the other hand, is used for a couple of things, but we checked them, and I think we agreed that all of them are just cycling through lead ingots, so we don't actually need to export lead ingots. That's my point. We want to export only the we want to export only lead plates and solder. So let's do this. We are exporting lead plates and we are exporting some solder. This one. And I don't know what's a good number, maybe like 15 is a good number. Honestly, no idea. Molten solder. We'll do it from lead and zinc, lead and tin. We could actually use zinc for that, but okay, I didn't know it's a possibility. It's actually somewhat. It's kind of good one. It's a good option, I think. Or maybe not, because zinc is tier 2 material and lead is tier 1. So yeah, I prefer this one much more. So we need some lead for this. We could actually say that we're interested in producing like 30 of that. Right, because this way let's say 18. I'm trying to find good numbers. This is not a good number. 24. Why I cannot find a good number? 12? No. 14. 13. 13.5. Okay, 13.5. We got it. So if we use 3 induction furnaces, we'll be able to produce 13.5 lead. I probably want to double it. We'll use 6 induction furnaces, and we're producing 27 lead plates. That's a lot, by the way. And we can also produce a lot of tin. Right? I want this build to have capacity to use all the lead ingots that we'll be producing, which means 60. I mean, I don't want to produce more than 2 belts, more than 2 red belts. How should we do it? Let's reduce it to maybe 27 as well. I guess that's the way. That's the way it's gonna be. We'll have 27 of both of this, like each of this. 27 per second is pretty good. It's 1 red belt. And let's hope we don't need more lead than that. We also need to somehow produce this amount of lead. I'll be using tier 1 recipe for that, simplest one. I think it serves our purposes just fine. This one we will need 3 plus 4, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, we need 3 chemical plus... Oh, actually 3 plus 3, nice. We don't need that much. And we'll be producing sulfur dioxide gas, which I'll be just avoiding. This part I'll produce on site, and we'll also export it into the network, even though I have no idea why I'm doing that. I don't feel like we actually have to do that. Okay, let's say it's here, and some power poles. I just want these things to be like a bit connected. Slight connection. Nice. With that, we should be able to landfill almost all of this, but not quite everything. And I will want to start with placing this build. And this build is supposed to go on that side, so let's remove this one for now. And I really want to finish landfilling that part. So, we have 2000 landfill, that's not a lot, but it should be enough for the above part. Maybe. For some reason, the game tells us that we don't have enough landfill in the rubber port, in the logistics network. Okay, I get it now. That explains it. Right, I'll take this build and I actually kind of want to adjust it a little bit. We don't need these things at all. We don't need these things. What is happening here? Don't need this ones. I just want to make it a little bit nicer so that we're able to copy it. Let's see, saving it. I need to clean it up a little bit more. spot. What is this? Some recycling. Let's take another look. So it looks pretty good, like this. 7 blueprint. It's looking really good. Now I want to upgrade it with upgrade planner. Oh, I fixed my upgrade planner, right? I removed the power poles. I don't want to use old power poles from now on, like in new builds. I just don't want to deal with that. Because we upgraded our stations, like warehouses in the stations, to use better medium poles as well. Okay, now it's upgraded. It should work, right? This is our charcoal. Nice. Let's take it. And we want to place it, I guess, somewhere there. Problem is that kinda. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's remove this rubber parts, and you'll be relying on this rubber part for now. Okay. So this part is placed right into the corner. Nice. Now, let's start placing this. It's supposed to go here, right? No, it's supposed to go here, like this, I think. And we have 4. No, not 4. We have 3 tiles on this side. Yep, we have 3 tiles. Nice. We are doing it. And we are a little bit out of landfill, but that's okay. Just a minor shortage of landfill. Now, what should we do now? That's a better question. We should start building all of this. Right? I need 4 blast furnaces that take oxygen. And I think we already had something very, very similar. Blast furnaces. Where do we have blast furnaces? I'm confused. I was sure that we have. Oh, right, this ones. We have blast furnaces. The thing is that I don't want them to directly fit into the thing. I could maybe take this one. So we have 4 blast furnaces. I'll just need to connect some oxygen to them. And it should be fine, right? So let's take them. Do I want to place them there? I think I do. I think I just want to place them exactly like there in this build. Because why would I really change too many things if this part works? That's good enough, and we'll be producing 36 ingots. Right, that is a lot. So good thing is that we are also able to get... Oh, right, one thing that I'll do, I'll actually rotate the spot. I will turn it around. So we will turn it like this. Nice. And we are getting some lead ingots. I could even provide them to the network, to the logistic network right here, to be honest, or like somewhere maybe close to the output, but they will not reach output. We'll figure out. Like, I don't want to export them over LTN because I'll never need them in this volumes, in such volumes. So let's upgrade this. Lead ingot, nice. Requires some oxygen. We'll figure out the oxygen part. And we need to give it some lead, right? That would be nice to actually provide the thing with some lead. And we also want to have the smelting. Let's maybe place smelting. How could we do it? We could have like this kind of smelting. And we need... so we need 16 casting machines, which means it's 6 induction furnaces. Sorry, 18 casting machines. So it's basically this, right? We want to get 18 and 6. So, and the input is 1 red belt, pretty much. And the output is also 1 red belt. You know what? I'll just copy it, and we'll say that this is our output. Maybe. No, this will be our output. It will go like this. I'll just approximately place it somewhere. And the other part, we want to have 12 casting machines and 4 blast furnaces. Sorry, not blast furnaces. And 2 induction furnaces. So we basically want the same kind of thing, same build, but here. And we want it to take 2 inputs. Basically this part. This part. Except, yeah, I don't want to copy that one. Let's see what we can actually do here. This will go here, go here. I want to upgrade all of this power poles immediately. Right. This should get connected. They're close enough to each other. Nice. Yeah. How? I thought we already have something similar. Don't we have it? Alright, we have this part. Look at this. Check this out. I want to copy it. I want to copy this part. And that's exactly how I want to fit this 2 blast furnaces. Sorry, 2 induction furnaces. Nice. Awesome. Looking great. So this one is supposed to be red belt as well. Okay. I'm thinking about upgrading these inserters just because I don't feel like they will be able to do the job correctly. On the other hand, I'm probably being too cautious here because in the other builds we are using yellow inserters and everything is working correct. It's working fine. Everything seems to be correct. So maybe it's not really a problem. Okay, let's do something like this. Nice. So with this we connected, well, almost connected. We basically have LED. We have both LED plates. We have solder plates, and we can connect all of these things here. Red belt, taking red belt. Okay, nice. So we have everything that we want to produce provided. Let's double check. We have 18 custom machines here. Yes, we do. 18. We have 12 custom machines here. Yeah. We have 2 induction furnaces and 6. We have 4 blast furnaces. Nice. We don't have chemical plant, so we don't have oxygen. Let's build oxygen somewhere. 1, 2, 3. That's our oxygen. And we'll do something like this. Right? This should be enough. This is our oxygen. Now, how do we arrange everything? And what are the inputs that we actually care about? Let's set the recipes. This one is supposed to be solder, right? From lead and tin. And this one is supposed to be, again, solder. So we'll have lots of solder produced here. And we kind of have option to expand this build in the future. Like we can make it even more awesome. Out on that. Nice. This one is lead plates. Great. Actually, now, while we are waiting, I want to do something. I want to, first of all, connect this part. And second thing that I want to do, I want to say that we need all lead ore that we can get. All lead ore. I want, I don't know, like 100 or something. I want basically all of it here. And maybe I shouldn't have done it this quickly. Let's wait for the train to come here. But I forgot to rename the train station, fortunately. And I will rename this one for now. So we will call it. So first of all, it needs to be upgraded. And second, we need to call it ores. No, it's not ores. It's not about ore. It's about plates. This one is about, it's an output of lead plate, and solder. This is what the station is about. Right. Connecting things. So we connected that. Nice. We're getting lots of ore. No path. No way. I was just talking about this, like literally the exact thing. Wow. Okay. This should fix it. This should fix it. And since we don't have another train, going, I can actually replace it, rename it to plates this thing in. That's the name. Station. Robots. Okay, robots will do that. That's fine. One thing that we haven't covered is actually production of this ladder. And for that, I want to use this recipe that requires 12 certain facilities. It might seem like a lot, but I don't feel like it is. Because what this means, okay, 12 certain facilities. We already have this spot with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With like 5 certain facilities. 12. I mean, we can split it by like 4 lines. Oh, why would we do it with 4 lines? We could have 2 lines, 6 each. Because with 2 lines, we can use red belts. Because the total will be smaller, right? The total will be 18 here. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. I'll basically take this build, this one, almost as is. We'll place it somewhere. Let's say here. I mean, okay, not really here. Place it somewhere. And I need to move this spot. I guess close the to the. This is not correct. This is better. Let's try to figure out the placement for all of these things. This lane, let's say this is gonna be tin. And we will receive, like we will get tin from here and here. It will arrive here. And we will, you know, do something like this. This will be our tin. This actually will have a, we'll be using fast inserter here. Sorry, fast belt. And have the tin. Nice. So with that done, we should have tin. And we have enough space for like to do something else with the other materials. Right? So here the idea is that we want, this is our output, this is our input. We want to extend this build by 1. So if I copy these things, can I just easily extend it like this? Yes, I can. I actually can extend it, and that's awesome that I can. Because what this means is that I just need to provide proper materials here. Into like this place. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can upgrade this part. Use better power poles. We need some power poles. We need like a line of power poles going there. And that's basically it. Let me think about it again. So if I copy this one and I want to find a place, but this rubber part is not letting me do it properly. So let's say I'm taking this thing, I'm placing it here. And I want to have another one right there. Like this. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot move them closer. I actually can move them close. I kinda can, and I also kinda cannot. It's fine. We'll keep it like this. It's okay. The important part here is that I can place them around here so that they get all the materials, like they get everything really nicely from the warehouses. So let's just try to place them like symmetrically or something. It doesn't exactly matter how well we did it. Okay, I can even place them here. It's fine. It doesn't, like, it honestly doesn't matter. What does matter is we need to receive proper materials from we need to receive proper things to sort lead. We need mineral catalysts, cretinium, and rubide. And how are we receiving things in this case? I just want to be really consistent. So mineral catalyst is the last element. Let's do this. So this is lead, and we just want a lot of it. We also want to get. I already managed to forget. We also want to get crushed cretinium and rubide. Let's ask for crushed cretinium and rubide. And we also want mineral catalyst. Right? So let's say we want minus 200. We want minus 200. And here, minus 200. And we have lots of things on the way here. Actually, that's not everything, right? Because we also need to get some tin. I will place it here because it's kind of temporary. I just want it for recycling purposes. So this is a separate part. It's not like real part of the build, but I want to kind of process all existing lead ore that we have, hence this thing. And we can actually output it, say, on the side so that it's clear to everyone that this one is a temporary thing. It's like super temporary. Actually, so set a proper filter there. This is supposed to be tin, right? As we discussed earlier. We want it to be tin, and it will go like this. Now, we need to provide catalysts on this line. So let's say this is catalyst, and here, so we'll have catalysts. In addition to the catalysts, we also need to give some. I should make it like this. In addition to catalysts, we need to mix these things, and since the input here is a red belt, we can combine it from two yellow belts, so that you can just merge two yellow belts, something like in this way, essentially, and it should work. So let's say that this is the catalyst, and we need what? We need Cretinium, and we need Robite, right? That's the plan. The Robite is being delivered. What else is being delivered to the station? Okay, mineral catalysts are coming. Nice. So now that we have the filters everywhere, we can actually connect all of these things in a really nice way. So this will be, just a yellow belt. That's enough. This will be a red belt. So this has to be red. This also has to be red. And we can connect things like this. Here we'll have this connection. And this could be yellow belt. It doesn't matter much which exactly belt. Like what's the color of the belt that we are using here? I mean, it could also be red. Okay, let's make this part red one. You know what? Let's make all of this red. Not like it matters. This one I probably do want to. No, I don't care enough about this index. So now we know that this will be our tin ingots. So let's place them. Let's align this thing properly. Like I don't know, like this. How much space do we have? Can we load this in a nice way? How are we going to load everything? Let's figure this out. So we will probably, like, this part will come from above, and we'll want to split it. So we'll split half here, half here. We also want this one to be delivered into the warehouse as well. So this part is simple, right? You can just have. I could even make it a little bit further there. Nah, like this. I'll just be using red belts everywhere I can, but it's not actually needed. So this will be lowered in solder, and we'll have a very similar thing. Make it. I can make it here. Make it look really, really nice. You can have this kind of loading for the iron. And we are getting one belt of iron, right? We're getting just one belt of iron, meaning that we can actually do it like this. So we have This is a good idea. I want to do it like this. Do it like this, and I want to copy the spot and place it this way. Yep. And this one will go from the opposite direction. From there. Nice. Now, the only thing that's missing is to connect the belts to this build. Let's double check our ratios. So we're using 27 lead ingots on one side and 9 on another side. And we are producing 36. We're producing exactly the correct amount. That means that we need a balancer between these lines, between these belts, and probably something like this would make the most sense. Now, that's not everything, because we also need to have oxygen. We really wanted to deliver oxygen, so we got to do it. How should we do that? Let's say we have an oxygen built here. Let's say we have hydrogen over there. Oh, sorry, not hydrogen, nitrogen. And oh, interesting. Kind of forgot about part of the build. I forgot that we need to flare excess of whatever this furnaces are producing. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter much. We have the connection here. We also need to flare nitrogen. We can take this thing and deliver it to the furnaces here and there. We can actually make it and even look a bit nice by connecting it like this. Right, and here the connection would be better. Or not better, it would be like more beautiful. It's my definition of of beauty in Factorio. Okay, this part is connected. This one. By connecting everything like this, it will go like this. We'll have the power given to these things. They will have a different recipe. It's important. We need to use correct recipe. Nice. We are missing lots of materials, and I don't understand why that's the case, because like, what is going on here? Why? Oh, we don't have red circuits. We don't have green circuits. Why we don't have green circuits? We don't have green circuits because we ran out of... No way. Solder? Where are all the ingots? Don't have them anymore. Wait, how is... I don't understand it. How is this possible that we don't have lead ingots? we... Right, I cut this thing and almost made another build a bit worse. It's okay. It is okay. Now, this part should start working once we get loaders. Actually, strictly speaking, we don't even need to have like the best loaders. I'm looking at this and we might have a potential problem. No, it's an input. It's just the problem in my build. What I was thinking is that we don't actually need good loaders here. We could, you know, use tier 1 ones. That's totally fine. It's completely fine to have these loaders here. Nice. We need this loader. Okay, like this. And we should start getting some lead ore. Nice. Now, next thing we need to do, we actually need to kind of carry 2 belts of that. And I think I missed part of the build. I missed part of the build that is slightly sad. So we cannot build because we don't have water. Right, let's figure this part out. So first of all, we don't care about balancing on the input. I mean, it's kind of nice, but it's not really required. Let's put it like this. We just don't care about that. So I'm not gonna add extra balancers unless it's like absolutely needed, or unless it would help us a lot to do something. This is the output, and this is supposed to be the input. So it's kind of strange, like I don't fully understand what's going on here in terms of the direction of these belts. So they're supposed to go in the opposite directions. Right, something like this. Right, we could have... I'm not even sure how to properly connect all these things. I guess like this. That would be good, I think. And here we don't have this connection. We guess we'll have this one for now, even though I probably want to... So we want to have this connection present, like we want to preserve it. So I could place Revoport here and Revoport there for that. And this should be enough in theory. So now the only thing that would remain is to place a couple of power poles. Let's see, here and here. How should we do it? Say... I mean, we could just have these belts go like this. It's not super beautiful, but you know, it's gonna work. It will work fine without any issues. So I should probably just do it. Right, let's observe this. We also are missing this part, and with that placed, I don't think like we need this one. I don't feel like we need this rubber part. Let's see. So the point of this was to stop relying on LED that we had here. Actually, we still have LED here. I wonder how we got it. How did we get the LED? Have that here? Alright, it was this process. The one that we were using for aluminum, I think, or for silver or something. It doesn't seem like we need it anymore. But I think that's the point. That's the important part. Right. We are getting charcoal, which is great. Let's go in here, and we're getting some LED as the output. We could actually say that we want to prioritize priority from the right, because this is like this existing LED that we have. And if we add such prioritization, we can also do something here. Like we can actually keep it kind of running all the time, because we can make sure that this belt is prioritized. Like the input from this belt is used before the input from other belts. Right? Like this. This a bit better. And we can also do something similar with the other one, now that I think about it. Say we're copying it here, and we want to just add a line of stuff. Let's do it like this. Here we can say that, you know, we are more interested in taking things from the right. That's our priority. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll say that we are first getting stuff from the left. I need to upgrade this part, by the way. I need to specify some limits. And actually wonder, what's the problem here? Why? Okay, nice. And now I can connect all this and say that this thing, solder, right? It's our solder. It's going in until 50,000. So that's solder. And the LED, wait, I think I did something incorrect. Less than 50,000. Right. And the LED is doing the same thing, but we are looking at the amount of LED. Okay, nice. And now we have a really awesome build that is working. I'm not sure about this belt. I mean, we could speed it up. Let's try to use a little bit faster belts. And actually, Yeah, this one is a bit interesting. I would actually prefer to move it by one tile here and do something like this. Okay, let's observe again what's happening. We are getting lead. We are prioritizing getting lead as like ore, lead ore. We just want to go through it really quickly. We are providing lots of lead. Okay, this was almost a mistake. I think we are fine. We are providing a lot of lead. Do we have lead? Yes, we have lead, we have solder. Okay. That means that this base doesn't really need to request lead anymore. There is just no need in that, right? It can request solder and can request lead. I'm not sure. I don't want to fix it just yet because the episode is already pretty long. We already we're like building this thing for 1 hour. Kind of is actually surprising. Like, why does it take so long to produce something so simple? And one thing that I'd like to add here, I want to also export a little bit of charcoal. Like, you know, same thing. I want charcoal. I'm still not fully sure why I want that, but I want charcoal to be available. I guess in the previous in 0.17 Seablock when I was playing it, I had charcoal. Like, I never used on-site charcoal production. I was always delivering it by trains, and maybe I just remember it as something that I had trouble with in the past. Okay, let's say we want charcoal here, right? And we'll be uploading it until like the same amount, 50,000. Nice. Let's look at this. All the belts are working. I could also upgrade this one so that it looks a little bit more beautiful. And actually this one's as well. Oh, this already got upgraded. No, not this one. And this one is also upgraded, right? It's nice. That's our build that produces like one red belt. Where does it say it? One red belt of lead and one red belt of solder at the same time. And we have space. Yeah, we have quite a lot of space to increase it, to scale it further if we wanted to. I don't expect there to be a need for that, to be honest, because I don't remember lead as something that you need huge amounts of. Actually, let's change a little bit the spot so that it looks a bit nicer. And let's give priority. Here we're giving priority to the left side. And here we'll give priority to the right one. I'm a bit surprised. Right, forgot this spot. And fix it. Is everything else working correctly? Looks like that. So in here input priority is right. Awesome. So we did this. We build LED and solder block. Okay. We did it, and we actually did it. Let's observe how it's working for a little while. So this line is backing up because it needs much less LED than this one. So it's actually understandable. So it backed up, and now, now everything will go to LED plates. And we don't actually need this one. Power looks awesome, except for this one. I don't understand what's the idea here. Speaking of this power call, let's just delete it. It's confusing. And that's not all, right? That's not everything. We also need to upgrade our blueprint. We need to remove this power pole. Nice. So let's see. This I mean, they're working as fast as they can, and it honestly, I'm not sure it's actually enough. I want to take a look at LED numbers. So we have LED ore and LED ingot. It's produced the same amount. Okay, in 1 minute. Can I? So 27 times 60. We were producing 27, right? We want 27. Let me open the calculator. Maybe I should calculator mod so that you can see what exactly I'm doing. It's 1600. So we are supposed to be producing 1600 LED, and we are. And that's the only thing I actually care about. And solder. We are supposed to be producing 16k solder. And we've been doing that. So it's actually working as intended. I don't really need to, to fix anything here. It's looking good. We already filled the chests. Almost filled them, I guess. This one stopped running, this one stopped. This one's still delivering some stuff, but it's okay. And I even saved on a couple of splitters. Saved on splitters. Even though it seems like, strictly speaking, it wasn't needed, right? We could have used just one belt for everything, because we're preserving the amount of ingots coming in. Nice. We have the build. Stations are named correctly. The only thing that's missing here, like a really tiny one, is well, first of all, we don't really, do we? So if we want to prioritize input from there, why would we prioritize input from one side over the other? Initially I did it because I thought that this one will have some extra ore coming in, but I'm doing it for both sides, and if you have some extra ore, it should come to both sides, so we don't actually care about this priority. It's only confusing everyone. What I want to do here, it might not sound great or look great, but I want to add basic provider chest with fast tracking sorter, and I just want some stuff to be directly loaded into this one. It doesn't even have to be a lot. Actually, it doesn't even have to be a provider chest. It could be a buffer chest. Yes, I want it to be a buffer chest. Because if I tell somewhere that I want to collect all kind of extra lead available in the system, lead ingots, I don't want robots to pick these things up. I want it to be picked up only specifically when I ask to, pick it up. One stack should be fine. This should be more than enough. So this is in order to satisfy like the special processes with sync processing and whatever that require some lead, and they like cycle the lead through pipes. Nice. This is lead block. It's still working, so I'm assuming it's not super bad. We will need to adjust some things in the next episode. Maybe clean up this part a bit. I don't know. Maybe actually focus on these things, on brass. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe we shouldn't actually do that. Maybe instead. Oh, this could be bad. I don't want to do it just yet. So maybe instead we should build these two blocks first. Yeah, these two blocks would be nice. We can work in parallel, right? We can build these blocks and we can build these blocks. Which are more important? These ones? These ones. I think these ones are more important. So we can combine. We can clear this area and landfill something here. And we have 14,000 landfill. That means that it's enough to landfill like 1.5 city blocks here. Okay, let's stop here. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 74. We're working on lead block, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Cheers!